Jim Jackson's a guy who's been here a while and he's played a lot of ball. Are you surprised at all with the way he's started this season? Flying around the way he's been making plays.
No, I was just sharing this with someone else. You win games, obviously not on the weekend. You win them throughout the week. And since we've gotten here, when we all got here as a staff, off the field has been inconsistent with our entire team. And some of the things that Theo did right from the beginning is that his attention to detail was phenomenal. Being on time, being early, being prepared for meetings. And then leading up to spring ball, he was ready for it. Obviously getting on the field, his communication skills were outstanding between teammates. And he was productive. He was very productive in our spring. I said that before you in the past when we talked about the spring. He was consistent from all 15 practices. And then you take it to the summer, same thing. Off the field, outstanding. On the field, you can see that his leadership skills is something that he's our leader on our back end in the secondary, one of our leaders on our team. He's not afraid to say it. Even when he's wrong, he says he's wrong. He owns up to it, takes ownership. And I think the guys feed off of that because it's truth. It's true love. And then you take the fall camp, same thing. So the first two games is exactly what we've seen between, Sunday, through Friday, if you want to use a game week. So not surprised. And he'll be the first one to say, just like, the foot's not off the gas pedal for me as a coach. I'm pushing them constantly. I've been blessed to be able to do what I've been doing for a long time because I've been around some really good players that really get it. And when you've got the right one like him, he's going to make everybody else better in the back end and on the entire team.
Jimmy, then Eric.
Willie, have you been pleased with the communication among your secondary through these first two games?
It could be better. I mean, I think for the majority of the time, it's pretty good. Like I was sharing some thoughts with somebody else. It's not where it needs to be, But we've handled obviously the like this last ball game. Pitt had tempo. Obviously, we see tempo every day. That wasn't an issue. It was mainly where you got different types of tools to use and when you're going to make adjustments and stuff, and not being on the same page with the tools that you're given to as you practice throughout the week. And it could be cleaner. If it was cleaner on Saturday, I think we would have played better. But that starts with me, and I got to make sure that's relayed through the players. But they played really hard the first two ball games from start to finish. Can it be better? Absolutely.
How's some of the depth behind your starting five out there kind of coming along, the safeties and of course the newcomers at cornerback?
Yeah. We need more. We've kept telling, as a staff, defensively, we're saying we got to play more guys, and we do. A guy can't go out there and play 80-something reps, but there's a trust factor too. Is he ready? Is he ready to? This game was tight in this last ball game, and for the most part, the first ball game was too early on. And you're going to put the guys on there that have earned it and have proven it in practice, and you're a little bit slow to go ahead and substitute somebody, but we have to. We got to play more guys. There's no doubt about it. And it's getting better. You get guys like Christian Charles and T-Mac, Nico, Slaughter, that are playing outstanding on special teams. And that's how we tell them all the time. We tell them that's how you earn, you guys that are not starting on the defensive side of the ball, you earn your reps by being outstanding and being playmakers on special teams. And we got to get those guys going and give them more reps in these coming weeks. We're going to need it.
Yeah, Coach, you said it yourself. You've been right here. Yeah, you said it yourself. You've been around. You coached a lot of different places. How does that affect the way that you're coaching Tennessee secondary right now?
How does it affect?
Yeah.
I think that my experience that I've had has helped me. Obviously, different types of kids, different type of personalities. How to coach someone. That's the whole key. Is not everybody is going to hear it the same way, and not everybody's going to get it. It's going to be more visual probably for the most part. Walkthroughs, the communication has to be where you got to understand how does he learn? How does someone learn? How does he take critique? There's guys that are really talented but just not mature enough in the process or understand the process, what it takes. And obviously the experiences help you to deal with the different types of personalities, through the years.
Adam and Ben.
no turnovers, obviously. I'm curious to know is the reaction frustration, anxious? How do you,
I don't-
guys look at that?
Yeah, I don't think it's frustration. The thing that we teach every day is obviously the best thing you can do on defense is get a turnover because that just kills the momentum of an offense. And we working on it. It's not like we don't do it. We have turnover circuit every day. It's from a coaching standpoint, you got to tell them and show them the schemes that are very consistent. What formations do they run certain plays out of to get yourself in a position where if we do have a call that you could be a little bit more aggressive. You got all those things. But at the end of the day, we've got to be able to come through. I think we're working at it. I think we're showing. We're doing the things that we need to do to get them in position to do that, and then you just got to follow through with it. The one thing that will help you, we've had some really good sudden change situations. Basically, it's not a turnover, but to be able to change the momentum and stop an offense after a turnover, I think that's the start of something that we keep on, sharing with them and showing them the positives of it. It's just like a momentum changer. We got to get the ball now. There's no doubt about it.
Just through 2 games, how would you evaluate Trayvon Flowers and Jalen McCullough?
I think they've done a really good job as far as the communication part that I was talking about earlier. It's obviously 2 guys that have a tremendous amount of experience. They'll be the first ones to tell you they can play better. I think they've played in the majority of the time they've played well, but there were times, where they could be better, and the entire secondary can be better, especially when it comes to tackling. Okay, we're space. We like to say we're space eaters. You got to be able to make plays in space, and they'll be the first ones to tell you that they could have made some plays, Saturday that could have helped us, whether it's one play or 2 or 3, But I think it's been outstanding. I think the guys look up to them. They're versatile enough to be, play both sides, whether it's to the field or to the boundary, or and play to their strengths.
Brent and Vince?
Coach, you mentioned the trust factor in terms of playing younger guys. How do you know when a guy's ready? I mean, the game's not a game of perfection anyway. How do you as a coach go, okay, he's ready to go into this situation? What's that moment?
I think it's going to be the daily process, how he goes about his business each and every day, whether it's academics, whether it's weight training, the effort that they're put in everything that they do. Everything matters, everything's important. How you do anything is how you'll do everything, so to speak. You know what I mean? So it's the accountability part. Number 2, it's when they're given the opportunity, okay, and they step on the field at practice and they're given those reps, whether it's in 1-on-1, whether it's in 7-on-7 or in 11-on-11 situations, that they produce, that they make plays, that they know exactly what to do, and they're productive on a consistent basis, and hold on it, hold on to this, to be consistent in doing it day in, day out. And again, the part that I just shared about Christian and T-Mac and Slaughter, the confidence is just continually, you can see it when they're giving her. Nico went in there and played 6 snaps on defense to give Theo a blow. I felt very confident, put him in there, and he did an outstanding job. No one's going to say anything. No one's brought him up in the 6 plays that he had, but 5 out of the 6 plays, he actually did an unbelievable job that really allowed, kind of forced plays to somebody else. So he was accountable. He knew exactly what to do. And I think a lot of it, too, is his success on special teams led to his confidence building and the practice throughout the week.
Ryan?
That's all right. Can you evaluate what you've seen from your corners in Alontae Taylor and Warren Burrell, including how they graded out in your opinion?
I think there's been some times where they've been very solid, and for the most part. But I think that there's also plays that they're leaving out there. It starts with me as a coach and trying to identify and show them what I mean by that. But also too, like I had said earlier, they've got to come through. In the moments when can't have a missed tackle, can't. When the ball's in the air in a 50-50 ball, that's why you basically are playing corner to win those moments. And I think that we could be better. They can be better. They'll be the first ones to tell you that. But they're one of our, obviously, 2 of the best players on our defense, and they've made plays. That obviously the play that Warren makes late in the game in the 4th quarter when they throw the deep ball, and that's a big time play. Gave us another chance to give the ball back to the offense, for a chance to win the game. So they could be better.
I was gonna ask specifically on Alante, but back to the turnovers, have you seen have there been on film some missed opportunities to get some turnovers, or do you see that just overall you guys have maybe not just been in position so far to?
I'm not saying that we haven't been in position, I don't think anybody's really, yeah, we're gonna be hard as coaches. You touch the ball with your hands, you gotta come up with it, I just gave an example of a 50-50 ball is your other chances, it can't be the 50-50 ball, I say all the time, an offensive play. Everybody keeps talking about as an offensive player, he's really good in the 50-50 ball. Well, the DB's gotta be really good in the 50-50 ball. He's gotta be able to chance you right there, make a play. And how do you win that? You're on the jugs every day, like we do every day in practice, you know what I mean? They have a certain amount of balls that they have to catch every day. And then some more, go get some more. Get yourself in a position when you do have that opportunity, that one chance, you've gone it in your mind, you've given yourself enough confidence that you'll catch the ball when the time comes, So I think there's been a handful of times that I think at those times, I think the ball should have been come down with us, I'm gonna be tougher than I am, on them than most. But I think they've been in the position as far as if we're playing zone coverage, I don't think anybody's flat out just dropped the ball, where it's a missed opportunity. Maybe once or twice, in the 2 games. But I think preparation will meet opportunity, and that's why I'm a coach, and I got to get those guys in a position where, here's what they do. This is what they do a lot on 3rd down or 3rd and medium or 3rd and long, and here's the call. This is where you take your chance. This is where they're going to run this, and but they're working at it. They really are. And then there's sometimes they come in bunches, and sometimes you do everything you can, and you see a lot of great defense throughout. I don't want to name them, but where they've had actually less than half the guys that win the turnover battles. But this is definitely something that we continue to stress and talk about, and hopefully we'll get some, sooner than later.
Last question, Jimmy.
When your cornerbacks are playing well, does that allow you to be more aggressive on defense?
Yeah, we're going to be aggressive anyways, but yes, nowadays on defense you have to be able to play man-to-man with everybody. Safety's included, your nickelback, and any time you put yourself in a one-on-one situation where you can dominate a receiver or receivers, it allows you to do so much more, and where you can change it up with some zone coverage, same look, and get yourself where you can actually see now be more vision on the quarterback, the quarterbacks that can run athletic, they can break the pocket. Pickett was like that, that's somebody that did an outstanding job, broke containment, stuff like that, and he was really good off schedule. We knew that from the beginning. We knew he was very talented. We knew he'd be a guy to be tough, competitive, and but you have to be able to play man when you have to. Yes, it allows you to do more.
Thank you, Coach.
Yes.